From 1997 until 2002, the WWE went through its infamous Attitude Era, forever dissected, looked back on fondly, and responsible for much of today's success. Those 5 years provided a lot of entertainment. While you may have loved all the action on screen, there are 10 shocking things that you didn't know about the Attitude Era. Bret Hart refuses to win. When wrestlers reach high ranks like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, they earn a little pull on storyline direction and match finishes. When rookie Rocky Maivia was scheduled to face Bret Hart, Hart was supposed to win over him cleanly. Hart didn't want to bury the new star and used his backstage influence to force a disqualification finish in the match. The Rock rose through the WWE ranks shortly after and became one of the biggest stars in the company's history. The Rock never won a championship at WrestleMania. For many WWE superstars, one of the great moments is being able to stand tall at WrestleMania and raise a championship into the air. This opportunity never came for The Rock. He lost 2 WWE title matches to Austin during the Attitude Era. Even after winning the 2000 Royal Rumble, The Rock was unable to win the title against Triple H, Mick Foley, and The Big Show at WrestleMania. Goldust and breast implants. Goldust was one of the most bizarre characters in the Attitude Era, but he wanted to push the limits of his character even further. In what would have been one of the more radical transformations for a superstar, Goldust was very close to getting breast implants. It would completely change the dynamic of his character and added even more strange and sexual elements into his matches. He ultimately decided against it, and Goldust's character still lives on today. Mick Foley quits. The Montreal Screwjob rattled the whole WWE locker room. The situation caused a lot of tension, and many superstars threatened to walk out of the company. Mick Foley made good on his promise and refused to show up for Raw tapings the next night. Before he was able to make it home, his wife read his contract and stated that if he quit, he could not wrestle for another company for 5 years. Foley was back with the company within hours. The current Brawl for All champion. The Brawl for All tournament lasted for several weeks until Bart Gunn was declared the champion. At WrestleMania 15, Gunn defended the title against professional boxer Butterbean. Butterbean easily won the match, and WWE fans have been tracking his invisible title for numerous years. Won by multiple UFC fighters, the technical prize now belongs to UFC champ Conor McGregor. Maybe all his WWE trash talking will force him to officially put the title on the line. The Stooges get high ratings. Many people believe the highest ratings Monday Night Raw ever received was during The Rock and Mankind's This Is Your Life segment. While that segment broke records at the time, there is another Attitude Era moment that garnered 8 million viewers. Oddly enough, this was a random match featuring Vince's Stooges taking on the Mean Street Posse. 5 barely qualified wrestlers scrambling around the ring for several minutes has the honor of the biggest Raw rating ever. Vince Russo, the genius? Vince Russo is often criticized for sinking WCW and turning TNA into a joke. Despite all of his mistakes, many Attitude Era wrestlers give him credit for making the era what it was. Stone Cold Steve Austin often gives him credit for great story ideas. Other superstars credit Russo's working well with Vince McMahon and playing ideas off of each other. All of the success must have gotten to Russo's head, as he has completely failed in other promotions. The Brood and board games. The Brood was one of the most original factions to form during the Attitude Era. Gangrel, Edge, and Christian were a great supernatural group, but not many know that they were actually based off of a board game, Vampire Masquerade, featuring a group of vampires known as Clan Gangrel. WWE was even sued by the gaming company, and the name Gangrel had to be leased out to keep using it. Stone Cold Steve Austin never entered WrestleMania as champion. Stone Cold Steve Austin was fairly dominant in all of his WrestleMania appearances. While he often walked out of the event as champion, he never once entered WrestleMania as the official title holder. This often gave Austin a great underdog factor that allowed fans to root for him and to conquer opponents like The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, and Bret Hart. It apparently worked, as Austin was very successful at all the events. WrestleMania 14's massive success. One of the biggest changing points in the WWE came at WrestleMania 14. The rise of Stone Cold, the appearance of Mike Tyson, and the first match between The Undertaker and Kane were just a few of the highlights that packed the card. After getting a dismal 237 pay-per-view buys the year before, this event had 730,000, nearly triple the amount. It showcased the power of the Attitude Era as view rose for the next 4 years after this event. Whoa, some of those facts were crazy. What were some of your favorites? Are there any that we missed? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to The Sportster on YouTube.